But at the last moment he faltered. His arms lowered awkwardly back to his sides. "Are you okay?" Eugene said. Mercy glanced down and saw his feet thrust into sandals. For a long moment she stared, uncomprehending. Since when did Eugene wear sandals? The exposed skin on the top of his feet looked pale and obscene. She thought she might be sick. "Your voicemail didn't make any sense," Eugene was saying. "You said you had a small kitchen fire. But oh my God, Merce." His voice faded as he took in the flames, roaring and crackling into the sky. Glass shattered and the crowd gave a collective gasp. "We need to take a look at her," one of the paramedics said, pushing Eugene aside. When Eugene retreated, bending to scoop up the dog, Mercy felt the bones in her legs turn to jelly. "Don't leave me," she said. They took her into the back of the ambulance. Pen lights flashed into her eyes. A blood pressure cuff tightened around her arm, and the cool disc of a stethoscope slid below her clavicles, across her ribs, beneath her shoulder blades. She inhaled. She exhaled. Any headaches? They wanted to know. Abdominal pain? Mercy knew she needed to answer. Dimly conscious as she was, it was enough to know she needed to say no to those things, because then they would leave her alone. But her throat was knotted tight and her voice would not come, and without the dog to hold on to, her fingers trembled and clutched the pajama pants at her hips, as if to hold herself together. Did paramedics carry diazepam? Or maybe, if she asked, they could give her the green Penthrox whistle. Something. Anything. Eugene and two neighbors stood at the ambulance doors. Eugene was watching her with alarm and something else, anger, shifting across his features. She noticed he'd cut his hair shorter, and even in the dark she could see the silver that had once feathered his temples had crept upwards and spread, and now covered most of his head. In the flashing lights, the silver hair gleamed. "Lucky I found you, huh?" the male neighbor piped up. It was only now that Mercy noticed the man was shirtless, grey tracksuit pants slung beneath a protruding white belly. Mercy blinked. Still no words came out. "Very lucky," the paramedic said. "I was just outside having a bit of a ciggy when this little dog here," the shirtless man gestured to Wasabi, who was licking Eugene's face, "appeared out of nowhere, barking its head off. So I look over and at first I thought all the lights were still on, which is a bit weird, because usually it's pretty quiet in that house." "Mike!" a woman standing next to him hissed. "But then I saw smoke and realized it was flames." The shirtless neighbor shook his head. "So I ran over. Gave the poor girl a hell of a fright, didn't I, love?" He turned to Mercy. "Sorry about that. We've never met officially, but I just went barreling into the poor lady's bedroom, found her standing there, smoke everywhere. I grabbed her and took her outside." He swung his belly towards Eugene and stuck out a hand. "I'm Mike, and this here's Jenny, the missus," he finished, stabbing his thumb over his shoulder. Jenny extended a polite hand towards Eugene, then uttered a shriek as something in the burning house fell with a crash. The paramedic was taking Mercy's pulse for the third time, frowning. "Pulse is still fast. You're not coughing though, so that's a good sign. Any nausea? Dizziness?" Mercy was feeling both of those things and more, but not for the reasons the paramedic was asking, so she gave a tight shake of her head. The medic's fingertips were cool against Mercy's skin, her thumb pressing gently into the back of Mercy's wrist. The contact was merely professional and necessary, but to Mercy, the press of the paramedic's fingers was almost unbearably tender. A sob choked out. The medic smiled at her. "Bit anxious?" Mercy's tears flowed faster. She nodded. "Just keep breathing nice and slow, okay? That's it. In to the count of 4, out to the count of... Hey, you've got it. Done this.